Hi, Aaron and Ben. On behalf of the City of Ironton, I'd like to welcome you to our hometown.
The history of this town is incredible. Ironton has the nation's longest continuous Memorial Day parade. It is the home of our nation's second highest scoring ace in World War I. Ironton was the home of a professional football team called the Ironton Tanks. Tank Stadium still exists. More importantly, it's the integrity and the authenticity of the historic buildings that are in this city. The streets that are brick, the more intimate feel of what this downtown is.
Like a lot of towns in Appalachia, we had some tough times in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and a lot of people were starting to think our best times were behind us.
When the Alpha Portland plant closed, when the Coke plant, the Dayton Malibu, the factories in town, as they closed, so did a lot of the businesses here.
People started to move away and stores started closing.
No matter how bad economic times were or how bad development was or however you want to put it, I think the town always had good bones.
There are a ton of historical homes that are here that just have so much potential, and the history is so deep and rich in our city. But because of how the town has fallen on hard times since industry left, they maybe need to be renovated.
There's still a lot of buildings that are old and run down, and they need a facelift.
Hopefully with a little bit of outside help, that will really set things rolling.
This town is full of jewels that just need to be polished, like the Ronay Theater.
Every Friday and Saturday night, 6th grade through maybe 9th or 10th, you go to the Ronay on Friday night.
And make out in the back row.
Beside the point.
Oh.
When we first started coming in here, the roof had collapsed, and boxes and possums and rats and mice, and it was a pretty rough shape. There's been a lot of volunteer hours over the last 10 plus years, and we've made great progress. All the HVAC, the electric, all the heavy duty stuff is already in place. The lighting is up. A lot of the heavy lifting is done. So now we're looking to buttoning up this project. Elements of Ironton's history were on 2 gigantic murals that were painted in this building. Unfortunately, when the roof had collapsed and all the damage had happened to those murals, they needed to be removed and scraped, and we'd love to team with artists to come back in and create some of those historical moments and teach kids about the past. There's unlimited potential what we could do here. You know, a youth music academy, dance academy, actors academy. There's so many different things that we could do here. We're hoping this facility will change perspectives on people's lives and give them an opportunity to show their talents and develop their talents is really critical.
We have a brand new spray ground. We have a caboose that was just remodeled, and it keeps a piece of our history in the downtown. Brand new restrooms for the children to change into their bathing suits. But in the middle of that is a big empty parking lot. Imagine if there were a park there.
Maybe there's some green grass for the kids to play on. Maybe there's a dog park. Just a more people-friendly environment.
We need a place to come together. The riverbank, I feel like that could be a great venue for our summertime concerts and events. I think we need to highlight those areas. We can start bringing people in more often and getting them more excited about wanting to be downtown.
Just the other day, somebody was talking about painting murals on a wall or doing a little art walk, things that we have never embraced in the community before because we never thought that it could happen.
We're doing it ourselves, and the people have shown up. I mean, it's been amazing.
I've seen more things happen in the last 10 years in this city than in the last 50.
The town's ready for a makeover.
And people are ready for a change, and you can feel that in the air when you're downtown.
We're open to the idea of learning from the pros, and it would be extremely motivating if we had the professionals come in and say, this is what your finished product is going to look like.
Yeah, I think people are hungry for it, and I think are open to new ideas.
I know that there's some poverty issues, and I know there's a lot of unemployment issues. But at the same time, I also know that there are wonderful people here. And I think we're tired of being put in the negative spotlight. And we want to make our voices heard. We want people to know that, hey, Ironton is amazing. We've always been amazing. And we are really trying to re-embrace that.
This is Ironton. This is our hometown.